Hi-oh everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. I hope you're doing fantastic. On this adventure, we take 20 plus rigs out to Anza Borrego through the Arroyo Tapiado Mud Caves and over to the Diablo Drop Off. The hardest part is after the drop off, where you have to go through a narrow rocky canyon and carefully navigate down a shelf. Do all our vehicles make it unscathed? Stay tuned to find out. So the wind is blowing that strap there, but check out this awning. Not even moving. You can see that I don't have any guy lines. It's just these poles. Imagine trying to sleep through that. It could be a ghost or it's the wind. It appears to be the wind. There's a rig approaching and this thing is nice. Hello there. Hi there. Sorry, you're on YouTube if you don't mind. I'm John.
Hello, I'm Angie.
It's a nice rig. Well, the front end's very elegant, but I have a feeling that's not going to stay like that for long, is it?
Oh yeah, but I mean, plan is to probably cut the bumper a little bit.
Yeah.
Get more ground clearance.
After you had your kids, how long was it before you started going on adventures again?
I think it was like a little under a year. Yeah, I think it was like once she hit one, I think we started. I overpacked the first time we went with her. We didn't know what we needed. We took a pack and play, we took a stroller, we had everything, but you don't really, once you get out, you don't really need much.
No, you figure out that it's more about bringing the necessities rather than the luxuries, right?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
JonDZ Adventures. This is I Love Dirt. Are you out there?
Ah, dude, long time no see. Dude.
See ya.
This is Christian.
I'm Jason.
You call him Aquaman.
Hello.
Hello,
I'm Jason.
Austin.
My 2022 Outback Wilderness, which I call Wilbur. Subaru Wilderness. Stock inside. I mean, it's dirty, but there she is. It's really curvy, big hills and rocks always fall. And I went around a blind curve at nighttime, going about 45. And as soon as I went around the curve, there was a giant rock in the road, about that tall and like that big. Jeez. And I couldn't swerve because there was an oncoming car. So I just had to eat it. And the suspension, everything took it except the back right rim. I was on my spare because I got a flat on that trip. That steel rim completely tacoed.
What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, hey. Hey, you were in Lost Coast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the one
remember.
that went up the hill.
Yeah. Now I remember. I was like, wait.
You want a quesadilla?
Dude, if you're offering, sure.
Some bacon as well?
Thanks, I appreciate it, yeah. Morning.
What's up, man?
Hey, you look cozy.
Yeah. I woke up in the morning early and I was like, damn, I went to bed too early.
It's a nice truck. Hello. Just gonna get some introductions. So, all right, what's your name?
Alyssa. Yvette.
Sergio.
Rafael.
Isabel. Daniel.
Carl.
Wayne.
Walter.
Turn left.
So this is a trip that I set up on Cross Overlanding Hub, which is a Facebook group. And I do this to connect with all the people that I've met on YouTube and Instagram. All right, so here we are, Anza Borrego, or Borrego, my bad. Is it because of the way I talk? I was born here, man. Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
There's a story behind that. My siblings made fun of me when I was young. And this is a 25-mile run on dirt, and we are going to split up into basically kind of two groups. We're going to just have people that like to drive a little bit faster. Like that might be Steve. Who else? Ernesto's leading, by the way. He's leading the fast group. This is Ernesto. He drives a Ford F-150. So if you like to, if you like to drive a little more spirited, join him.
It's a good idea to turn on your lights just so that the person behind you can see you. Also, this is going to be a very important rule that I forgot to talk about. If you cannot see the road because of dust, slow down until you can see the road. That's really important.
As we continue on, you'll notice a collapsed wall, and then you'll also notice a Toyota that's camping in the middle of a canyon. All right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, dude, I'm good.
Ooh. Anyone out there? Although there's been like earthquakes, and this still looks the same as last time I was here about 5 years ago. So I guess it is as fragile as it is. I guess it kind of holds its shape.
I don't know. Is this area like on a fault or earthquake line?
So here we are at the Diablo Drop Off. We found this 100 series Land Cruiser climbing up, and he was accompanied by his friend that works at Rivian that brought the Rivian electric truck. And so this will be a separate episode just because these vehicles are so interesting. They will have a dedicated episode. A truck that needs no introduction is the Toyota Tacoma. And here he is going to be driving up one of the harder sections of the Diablo Drop Off. Should be fun. A-track. That looks good. You can see right there from the badge that it is the TRD Sport, which means that it does not have the rear locker, just a Trek. One thing to keep in mind is that it's a four-wheel drive that has a center differential lock. So 50% of the torque goes to the front and 50% goes to the rear, and it has a low gear transfer case. I think these two things are going to be very important for vehicles to make it up that rough section. Here's my friend Jason and his 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness. This vehicle comes with 9.5 inches of ground clearance, and then he lifted it another 2 inches with an ADF lift kit. He has full primitive skid plates, and he did something a bit special. He actually deleted his front and rear sway bar to get more wheel articulation. Yeah. Yep, he sure is. All right, so with an all-wheel drive, you don't have a center diff lock, and you don't have a low gear transfer case. Those are two things working against an all-wheel drive vehicle. But don't feel too bad, because this 100 Series Land Cruiser with 4low and a center diff lock also failed. It's not an easy obstacle. If you don't commit, then a vehicle like mine won't make it. Okay. There it goes. Oh. Nope. Jason did much better on that attempt. You'll notice that as he entered, his front skid plate bashed, and then he went up. That is full commitment. He used a good amount of momentum going in. I personally chickened out, and I got myself into some trouble.
Momentum up.
Woo! You can see right there, I was not willing to just fully send it. To give myself a chance, I had to use more momentum.
Careful backing up, there's a ditch there, careful.
So I got myself into a predicament. If I backed up any further, I would fall 2 feet into a ditch and I'd be really, really stuck. So this is exactly why you should always go out with friends. Even with my 7 years of overlanding experience, from time to time, things happen. I might not make the perfect decision, or I just might miscalculate and get myself into a precarious situation. So here, a bunch of friends are going to put their toe straps together. They're going to tie up 3 toe straps, and this Lexus GX is going to pull me up. Here I was spinning my tires quite a bit, and that heated up the twin clutch rear differential. By the way, this is not the transmission overheating. It is just the twin clutch all-wheel drive system. Now, it only takes about 15 seconds for the heat warning to go away, and then we'll be back at it. Thank you very, very much, David. To see the Honda Passport not suck as bad, watch the video I uploaded a month ago, up the Diablo Drop Off.
I missed it. Ooh, I smell it. Yeah.
Very impressive. The Outback Wilderness was able to climb up the Diablo Drop Off, and this was more rutted compared to when I did it. Now here is a regular Outback XT. It's geared 13.6 to 1, I believe, and in comparison, the Outback Wilderness is geared 15.5 to 1. Now, a lot of the automotive journalists were incorrect, and they basically said that it had the same CVT configuration as the Subaru Ascent, which is at 14.6. Here's somebody that I met on a Subaru group called the Mountain Roo. This is back when I used to drive a Subaru. This man is Dean Sipe and his awesome Chevy ZR2. In the distance is Greg Voisin, and he's driving a BMW X5, one of the few European SUVs on this trip. And there's another European SUV that is going to be my friend Christian, aka Freedom Nature Man, and he is coming down the steep and rutted side in his Mercedes ML. This is the SUV from the Jurassic Park Lost World, and then creeping up on the right side, or down the middle, is Carl and his Honda Ridgeline. So now I'm not the only one that overlands a Honda. Alright, here's Christian coming down now. Let's see how many wheels get in the air, because this is very rutted. Oh, there we go. As you go down, it's very loose, so you don't want to lock up your brakes. The moment you feel that you're losing control, you have to let off of the brake to regain traction. And now we have my friend Mountain Lion Leo. He's my buddy that I go snowboarding with. We do snow camping trips, so if you're in the California area, if you go to Big Bear or Mammoth, if you go to those ski resorts, then feel free to hit us up. The best way to reach us is on Instagram. And now approaching is going to be Kevin. Kevin has a 5th Gen 4Runner with all sorts of gear attached to his vehicle, including that, if you look at that funny antenna, that is called a Wii Boost, and it amplifies your cell phone signal. Now Carl, oh, there he goes. Carl has gathered the courage to make his way down, and this is much more rugged than it was last time. When I drove up it, the side to the driver, or the left side, there was actually a lip that I was able to straddle, and that's how I was able to drive up so easily. That lip is now gone. Good job, Carl. Next up in line is another Honda. This is the 1st Gen Honda Pilot. Woohoo! And that is Jose, aka Thinking Jose, on Instagram. You could hear the voice of Jason spotting. He was a very helpful co-leader to this trip. He's very familiar with Anza Borrego, or Borrego. Jose was mentioning that his traction controller ABS was acting a little funny. He said that the brake pedal felt very, very like kind of light, like the brake pedal was pushing in. That's kind of the same story that my friends on a Colorado trip told me about. So shout out to Honda Pilot Overland and Mike Concho's Honda going down Imogene Pass in Colorado. They said their brakes were fading. All right.
I can't breathe.
Here's Steve, aka Toy99 on Instagram. He's rocking a Toyota Highlander, 3rd generation. Ooh. That looks scary. And Steve is an experienced mountain biker. He has a really good understanding of how to use momentum. So even though that looked super scary, that's kind of normal business for him. He did that on purpose, though. Here's Mike in his 5th Gen Subaru Outback 2.5. And he is making his way down the middle. And now we have some drone footage provided by my friend, Johnny Rawl. Thank you very much. Looks like we just have a few more vehicles up top that need to make their way down the Diablo Drop Off. I love drone footage because it gives you a really good idea of how steep something is. Here's Sergio and Alyssa in their Nissan Frontier. I heard Alyssa was driving. Someone told me she was screaming real loud, but, you know, I'm not judging. That's a body-on-frame truck, so the articulation is going to be a bit better than the unibody all-wheel drive vehicles. And not bad. Good job, Alyssa. Wait, I think there's one more little rut here. And, ooh. All right, she's through. Smooth sailing from here. Next up, we have Yvette and her pretty new Jeep Wrangler Sahara. The Sahara trim is going to be the more luxurious trim. And look, a Jeep with front and rear solid axles is getting wheels in the air. By the way, this is her first time off-roading her Jeep. So seriously, behind that keyboard, give her a big round of applause. She did great. I heard that she did most of this trail in two-wheel drive too and didn't know it. And now we have the guy that's been spotting everybody down this obstacle. Here's Jason and his 2022 Outback Wilderness. His front and rear sway bars are disconnected, so let's see how much that helps him flex through this all. He's straddling the ruts pretty good. And there you go. I think those disconnected sway bars helped out quite a bit. Also, that driving skill really helped out a lot. Okay, going through this rocky canyon, if you are feeling uncomfortable, please just get on the radio and ask for some help. Everyone doing okay so far?
I took the low road into the rock garden.
This is the obstacle. You know, I'm gonna just set up a camera real quick.
I think I left my toothbrush up at the drop-off.
All right, so change of plans. I'm gonna pull over here. There's space for me to pull over, and then after you get through, just continue on. This obstacle is the roughest part of it. It's a lot scarier than it looks.
Brutal. All right. Good work. Yeah, skid plates. Yeah, that's what this means, by the way. Slow. Oh, sorry. Can you radio in? Tell people, like, when you're doing this, you got to go slow. Like, slow. Okay. One more foot and you're going to drop. Straighten out a little bit this way. All right. Just slow. Slow. Drop in now. Go driver. Other driver. Other driver.
It's not too bad.
No, that's not too bad.
From that side, you can't
Yeah.
tell.
Well, I mean, but for all-wheel drives, like, it could be kind of for trucks, it's not as much of an issue. Slow, Steven. Right here, you're about to drop 1 foot. 1 foot and you're dropping. Drop in now. Slow, slow. You got it. You got it. One foot and you're dropping.
Back there.
Drop in now, drop in. You're gonna be dropping right now. Drop it on your passenger front. It's just nice and slow. You got it. Just do the same for the rear now. Sorry, I should have a radio. Yeah, just come off it slow. You're dropping right now. There you go. You're done. Good work. Okay, drop in now. Drop in. Okay, just your skid plate. Just do the same. Slow for the rear. Slow for the rear as well. You're good. Slow, slow. The tire carrier. Yeah. Oh, yep. Ooh. Ah. That's why it's best to hug that thing on the passenger side, because you don't smash your skid plate as much.
Well, I had the factory one.
Yeah. You got to go slow. That's what slow means. You're good. You're okay. Bring it forward. You're on a skid plate or something. You're good. You're good. Your vehicle is so capable of going slow and just ease through. All right. Like butter. All right, good work.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good work. Hey, Jose, kind of slow it down too, but let's go this way. Straighten out. You're dropping in 1 foot, you're gonna drop down. 1 foot, you're dropping down. Just go slow. You got it, go driver. Do the same for the rear now. And you're good. Take it slow for the rear. Perfect. You are through. Flawless. Good work. Good work, man.
Here's Marcus, aka California XT. He drives an Outback XT. That's stock height. He just has aftermarket tires. This is the only stock height vehicle here.
All right, we got Keith spotting, so we'll just do the one spotter rule. Yeah.
I mean, is that too good?
No, that should be fine. You got to get your butt off now. So go slow, keep going, but slow. Keep going. Slow. You got it. Good job. Well done, Marcus.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well done. Nice and slow. Keep it slow. Watch out for that pumpkin. You just go nice and slow. Keep going slow. You're good. You're clear. You're clear. One foot, you're dropping down. Right now. Dropping down, nice and slow. Here you go. All right. All right, there you go. All right, Jason, you got it. All right, that'd be it.
Yep.
So there we go. All vehicles successfully got through the Diablo Drop Off with very minimal damage. There is some scraping, and quite honestly, somebody took a pretty decent hit, but it was not a trip-ending hit. Lesson learned: stacking rocks could do wonders when it comes to preventing hits like that. So something that I acknowledge, and I'll do a better job of next trip. It was great seeing old friends and making new ones, and just meeting people that I've been conversing with on social media for a long time. It was nice to get a campfire going. As you know, in California, there's been lots and lots of fire restrictions, but here in the desert, without pine trees to burn down, we were allowed a fire, given that we had a metal container to put it in. And oh, did we have a fire. Yeah, that's making up for all the months that we weren't allowed to have campfires. So that's all the time we have for this episode. This is dedicated to everyone that attended this trip. It was just so great seeing old friends and making new ones. So till next time, have fun on your adventures.